there is like a power of giving. There's when you give your time, when you give some sort of like money to a charitable, to like a charity or something like that, it makes you feel like, not that you're better than anyone, but it makes you feel like your problems are obsolete, right? Or absolute. So like, it's interesting to hear you speak. You went from a lot of success, and you're so successful, thank God, right? To, with the whole addiction and stuff like that. I feel like you found yourself, when you hit rock bottom, in helping other people. Hearing out their stories, helping them out, because you were probably in their position not too long ago. Not many people, I feel like, actually get to actually like grasp the whole power of giving, because when you are able to give your time to actually influence another individual, to hear someone out, to pick up that phone call of your friend, you haven't talked to that person in a while, you just a random phone call, hey, how are you doing? I'm actually just call you randomly, I'm just having a bad day. Something like that can go such a long way in that person's life that eventually it makes you feel significant again. Because I know in the beginning 100%. Of the podcast, we were talking about a lot of people that go into like your star athletes and so on and so forth, right? They fall into pleasing other people that, they feel empty inside. But many people may ask, how can I possibly feel something inside? How can I regain that feel? And I feel like it's important to give back to people, to invest yourself into other people, because internally you're going to walk away from that feeling like, just not even $1 million. It's priceless.
It's priceless. No, you can't explain it. I say it all the time that, respectfully, it wasn't Magic or Hulk. I love them to death, or Chevy Chase, or Muhammad Ali back in the day, or Smoking Joe. It was these people that taught me about service work. That when I went to my first 12-step meeting with the Gift of Desperation on July 2nd, 2008, 5 minutes earlier, I was in a bathroom on the floor screaming out to God, take me out of hell. If you take me out of hell, I'll spend one day the rest of my life taking others out with me. And I walked into this room. It's had 150, 200 addicts and alcoholics in a church basement, all once of a hopeless state of mind I finally felt a part of. And they taught me about service work, and they taught me about when you get this precious gift of sobriety, you want to keep it, better give it away to other people. And, my sponsor pointed that out after I got to a year sober, because I was just going to the meetings for me at that point. I was working the fellowship and this 12 steps for me. So I was in France at the time, and he called me. I'll never forget. I was walking down Monaco with my ex-wife, and I'm just beaming. 1 year sober, people texting me and, getting messages nonstop. And he called me and literally just let me have it. He goes, you've been doing good for the first year. He goes, let me ask you something. He goes, you want to keep this thing? I go, it's the best thing in my life. He goes, good. It's time to start sponsoring, working with other people. And I got news for you too. You also got a pretty big platform, man. He goes, you might want to be a little bit vocal about this gift that you got, because you ain't going to keep it unless you give it away. And that's when it just came to me. And that's how I developed self-esteem. I have my own foundation, Aiming High Foundation. I have scholarship, dozens of people that need rehab and mental health treatment, and it's the greatest thing in the world. I could be having a completely off day the minute I know that somebody got checked into a treatment center because of funds that I had donated for a speaking engagement versus keeping them selfishly, is able to scholarship people. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And then you get a call from them a month or two later, or the husband or the wife or the kids, and it's not just the person suffering. We kill everybody else around us. So when that person gets their family back, and it goes from a house to a home, it's completely different. Because I've seen the look of darkness, not only on myself, but a lot of other people. And when those lights come back on, and it impacts everybody around them, it's the greatest thing in the world.
We've gone so away from being human. We've gone so selfish. We've gone so self-centered. Me. How can I benefit myself?
Yep.
and forget everyone else around me. That like it's really random sometimes when I'm just on the freeway, I'm just stuck in traffic, I'm seeing other people just around me, and I'm like, man, everyone has their own life right now. Everyone has the best times of their life, the worst times of their life. Everyone's going through something. They're going to something.
Yep.
There's so much going on. So like, it can't be just me.
Yep.
It can't just like, you kind of realize that we're all in this together.
Yep.
And you know, we're here really just to try to benefit and to grow from one another instead of just taking away, to scamming and just sucking the life out of other people because of our own selfishness.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a great point, man. The only reasons that I become selfish is because, in my mind, I want to be able to focus on whatever it is that I need to get done, or a big business project, so I can then benefit other people.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going out buying freaking Ferraris and crazy expensive cars. I lived that. I've done all that stuff. It doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I don't need a 10, 15, $20 million mansion. It doesn't do anything for me anymore. I'm just not that person. I've been there, done that. It didn't make me happy. You know, if I want to get ahead in business or have the opportunity that I really want badly, literally I'll have a list of the individuals that will benefit once something like that gets done. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I do for myself.